Hi everyone, it's Nick here once again from TrainAid, and we are undertaking the Level 4 Certificate in Education training. This is Unit 4, your assignment talkthrough guide. And this is our second question, which is 1.2, analyze the effectiveness of assessment methods in relation to meeting the individual needs of learners. So what we are doing for this assignment question is selecting a minimum of 4 different assessment methods which you currently use within your teaching practice, and you are going to evaluate them. So you can, of course, select the teaching methods which are bespoke to you, absolutely, or you can use some which are featured on the list below. So there's a range of different assessment methods out there, and you have the choice whether you select some informal ones, formal. It's completely up to you. The choice is yours. So just on the list there, we have assignments, case studies, checklists, discussions, debates, dissertations, any type of e-assessment, essays that you might give, group work, homework, icebreakers, interviews, observations, examinations, peer assessments, projects, presentations, practical tasks, professional discussions, role plays, self-assessment tasks, skills tests, team building activities, written tests, for example, tutorials, questions, witness statements, worksheets, and gapped handouts. Those are just some assessment methods that teachers and trainers use, but the idea of this question is to complete the review of any 4 which you use. So you really do have free reign on this. So once you've got your 4, what I'd like for you to do is I would like for you just to write the first one into your table. I will, of course, review 4 of my own, and I'll be talking about just each one in greater detail as well. So here we have got the name of the assessment. This column here is to explain the assessment method in detail. So I'd like for you to explain the assessment and when to use this assessment method within your teaching and why. So a bit about, why do you use it, and perhaps an example there. We're looking for 2 strengths and also 2 limitations as well. So aim for a paragraph of information for each section as well. So the first one I'm going to talk through is the traditional exam. So these are a formal assessment process used to evaluate a learner's knowledge and understanding within a particular subject. So examinations, as we know, they must be carried out under strict test conditions, and they are organised, they are arranged by the awarding body delivering the qualification as well. Examinations require a lot of planning that go into them, such as the hiring out of facilities, printing of test papers, for example, arranging invigilators to monitor the examination, also examination markers as well, don't forget. There are so many different examination boards out there. Within the UK, of course, we have GCSEs, we have A levels. Universities, they do still have those formal exams as well. Just in terms of the strengths, I have explained 2 strengths here. So the first one in my eyes as an assessor is they are standardized. So all learners within the examination room will have the same test paper, they'll have the same criteria, standards, or questions. So in some ways, examinations are fair. Everyone's been notified about when and where the examination will take place. So the conditions are going to be the same. Yes, some learners might have reasonable adjustments. They might have a private examination room. They might have a reader or scribe, which is absolutely fine. That's absolutely fair game. But in terms of standardization, the questions don't need to differ. They can be the same. So in my eyes, it's a fair assessment method. Another key advantage of examinations is very time efficient. It's time effective because many learners can be assessed during that one time. So you might have 50 learners within perhaps an exam room taking that same test. Okay, so it's a great way of putting a number of learners through one test, getting it done. and therefore the invigilators, the markers are going to be reviewing the test paper. So it can all be done within one morning or one afternoon. So therefore, you don't have to come up with a schedule like an observation schedule, which I'll come on to soon. But it's a great way of following a particular criteria or system there. So those, I think, are some of the key advantages of an examination. Some learners, to be fair, just want to get the assessment done. It's out of the way, it's done in a day, and they don't need to think about doing multiple assessments afterwards. In terms of limitations, as we know, exam stress, exam worry, anxiety, this is quite a common factor with this type of examination. So many learners, they do disclose that they don't like exams for this reason, and it's absolutely fair enough. This could be a shame because learners perhaps have been fantastic throughout your course, or if your course lasts for a year, they've been fantastic throughout the year, but they fall down during the exam because of their mind goes blank. They worry due to the pressure, and they crumble, and they may not get the result that they deserve, that that they're capable of. So it's such a shame that if learners do feel this way, but it does happen with exam stress. Another key limitation of an examination, arguably, it's not inclusive for all learning styles. So this type of assessment is yes, it is a test of memory, but it may not suit all learner styles. You might have perhaps a kinesthetic or a visual learner who might prefer more sort of practical types of assessments, such as an observation or a role play or a scenario like that. So this assessment method is really effective for those who are perhaps good at writing quickly, who can recall key facts and information, who perhaps don't feel that pressure, than those who prefer to showcase their skills as well. So those are some of my limitations of an examination as well. And when you're writing your first assessment method, you can choose any, of course. But if you go for this one, a couple of paragraphs explaining what an examination is, and 2 strengths, 2 limitations, and aim for a paragraph of information. You can, of course, include your own examples. Hope this video has been useful. Please do put a like on the video. Ask me any question as well, because we do respond to those. And thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.